Yo, today I am back on my Fire Poison Mage in the Reboot server. As you can clearly see, my surroundings, it is Luck Kalen, which means I have reached the level of 220. Round of applause. So far, my combat power is, well, not quite there in the millions. Oh, actually I have this. Still not yet in the millions. So today, that is my goal, to reach the 1 million combat power mark. And how am I going to do that? Well, firstly, if you see here, I am very close to 6,000 Legion level. And don't mind this grid, it's work in progress right now. And my goal today is to get this Legion level up, and therefore upgrading my Fire Poison Mage indirectly. That's the first step. So how am I going to do that? It's going to take a long time for me to grow a character from 0 to level whatever. Well, thankfully, from the previous events, I got my hands on some Mega Burning Natives. Means I can Mega Burn characters. How many do I have? I did mention that I had some. Well, I have 3. 3 Mega Burning characters, which means that's 450 levels in total. And here is my first character. And that is my Demon Slayer. And the last time I played Demon Slayer was like many years ago. I grew this character for Link skill in the Barra server and haven't touched on it ever since. You know, another good thing about growing these characters is I get to know if I want to grow this character as a mule. So who knows, maybe I might want to grow this character as a mule. But that seems very unlikely because my character does not have double jump. And I hate that already. Look at this, what the fuck is this? After some tutorial quests, I have finally reached level 31, which means I can jump advance. Done. Alright, so what's the plan now to level up? Plan is to level up in one of the theme dungeons. And I'm going to go to Gold Beach. Alright, let's do Gold Beach. I'll be right back. Alright, so in the early games of the Demon Slayer, especially like this period of level 30 to level 60, I suffered a lot. Like, suffrage is an understatement. I suffered beyond suffrage. It was so bad. And that's mainly because Demon Slayer's auto attack skill has a super low range. It was so difficult to hit enemies on the top. Not to mention that there was a lack of mobility because there's no double jump. And the skill Chaos Lock was not that good of a mobility skill. However, I did later on find out that Dark Thrust was a much better skill to farm with. But unfortunately, I was a novice at playing this character, so I did not really figure that out during the entire theme dungeon. And one thing that really annoyed me in this was that Demon Slayer had a lot of, I would call it interim quests. It wasn't required, but there's always that light bulb on top of your head. It was very annoying. So yeah, nothing but negativities for this class. I'm just glad I'm done with it. After 20 fucking minutes, I finally reached level 60. I am so freaking tired right now. I completely forgot how hard it is to level up without those free potions and free burnings. Let's do the jump advancement real quick. Alright, next I can do the Mushroom Castle. It's been a while since I last did this quest. It's gonna be interesting. And oh boy, it was very interesting because it was like adding on an extra pain to my suffrage. If you're looking for like a level up guide, never do this theme dungeon unless you really need those cape and pendant that you get for completing it. Because, oh boy, man, like I would just go to Stairs to the Sky map in Orbis and farm there and it'll be much better than this place. Like, holy shit. But anyways, luckily, I figured out that I can use the thrust attack to clear the entire map. And this is how I learned that Demon Slayer is very good at farming at straight maps, which is really good for me to plan ahead because I know a lot of those type of maps somewhere in Ariad or even in Leaf Ray. So I guess there were quite a bit of positivities in this. But adding on to that, the third jump advancement was kind of a disappointment. It was just a bunch of skills that did extra damage, didn't really help me farm. No big AoEs, no good utilities for mobility. I just kept using my second jump advancement skills to farm these monsters. Now going back onto this theme dungeon, I was very shocked at how outdated it was. And they still recommend it to you in the guide. Now why do I think this is very outdated? Well, because there are some quests where you walk super slow. There's some quests you have to wait an extra minute. There's some quests where you actually have to pay 100,000 mesos, especially in Reboot where it's really hard to get mesos. And there is a sudden minigame where you have to play Hard Lotus. So yeah, overall, this theme dungeon, absolute whack, don't do it. And I have just finished the Marsh Kingdom questline. That took a while, and I'm never doing this again. But the good thing about this is, I get gears. Now I still have the MVP buff. I was thinking maybe I can go and do some hunting. I can farm in a place like this. Let's go. And ultimately, this farming place was the highlight of Demon Slayer. Just a straight line where I can just spam one button. It was very comfortable. But unfortunately, there were platforms where my dash couldn't really reach. So what I would do is I will dash right underneath that platform. And then I'll use a skill called Judgment from the third jump advancement. And that was just tall enough to wipe them out. But there's that one specific platform where it didn't reach, so I had to manually go up there and kill it. But, you know, still a good map for me to farm at. So I was very happy. Alright, now I am level 91. While I'm continuously dashing forward, I thought maybe I could move to a leaf frame map to level up from here. Just so that I can get to level 100 real quick. And the map is the one with the sheep. Let's see if I can find the map. Maybe we can kill the monsters here. They're kind of strong. And there we go. Level 100. Now you know exactly what time it is. It's time for me to kill Zaku. But before that, I'm gonna have to jump a bit. And there we go. The fourth jump advancement is complete. Let's go and kill some normal Zaku. And level up in another 100%. Now, this is the reboot server. So I'm quite curious how many people will be doing pianists. But before that, I definitely have to upgrade my gears because, you know, I mean, look at this. Look at what I'm wearing. I'm kind of topless right now. Now let's kill some pianists. The good thing about pianists for Demon Slayer is he doesn't have mana. And pianist has a skill where they drain all of your mana. But if I don't have mana, how are you going to drain my mana? Alright, after killing a lot of pianists, I have finally reached the level of 136. I want to go to the Cave of Trials too, but unfortunately I don't have enough Star Forces, which is why I'm going to start Star Forcing. I just completed all the Star Force. Let's go. Oh, and by the way, you know how I was complaining that Demon Slayer can't double jump? Look at this bullshit. Woo. Turns out, watch this, can double jump. But instead of double jumping with the jump key, you double jump with the forward key. And I think that's kind of dumb. And it is pretty dumb. Dumb enough for me to not know until the fourth jump advancement. However, the fourth jump advancement for Demon Slayer is so good. It changes literally everything. Like the AoE is massive, the damage is increased. Before the fourth advancement, Demon Slayer was nothing but an elite champion. Now he's an actual playable character. Now as you can see here, you're probably watching me glide as I use the skills. That's because I figured out that double tapping the forward key to double jump was pretty stupid. It was so difficult for me to double tap the forward key, double jump in midair, and use the skill at the same time. So I just decided I'm just gonna glide. Screw it. And bada bing, bada boom, I am level 145 with around 50% EXP. My plan was to farm here until 150, but I did not realize these guys were level 134. But anyways, that means I have to move on. And finally, I reached level 150. That's not the end. Why? Because if you look here, I get my hands on 30 extreme growth potions. Now, here is the plan. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grow 2 characters today. I did say 3 at the start of the video, but unfortunately, one of the Burninators got expired today. So I only have 2 now. So I grow 2 characters, use extreme growth potions to level up them to 200. But if I have any leftovers, I give that to my fire poison mage. Let's go with that. Right, let's go. Alright, 13 potions left. I used more than 50%. That is pretty bad. Now the big question is, am I going to grow this character as a mule? And the answer is hell nah. And now it's time for me to grow our next character. And who is that going to be? The next character is none other than Pathfinder. My character finds Pather. And here we go. Mega Burn. Do I have to do story quest? It is not required, which means I can get the fuck out of here. Sounds like a plan. Now the question is, where am I gonna go? I think I wanna go to the fairy place. Let's see if the fairies die here. If I can't kill them, I can kill them really easily, no problem. Okay, level 24. I think I can go to a different mob because I want to test something. Looks like Blue Mushroom's not here. Okay, so my plan was to kill Blue Mushroom. Well, obviously that didn't work out, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. Now I'm going to Jump Advance and quickly level up again. Now here's a little tip. If you put Cardinal Deluge and Cardinal Burst into a macro, you can shoot faster. I think. I don't know. I'm not a Pathfinder player. But this is what people said to do in the past, so I'm gonna do it again. Now, where should I go? You know what? Just for comparison, I'm gonna do the Gold Beach again. Alright, be right back. So, in the early game, was Pathfinder better than Demon Slayer? The short answer is yes, it's better. And the long answer is yes, it's better. Pathfinder has much bigger radius compared to the Demon Slayer in both X-axis and Y-axis. Now going back onto the macro part, while I played Pathfinder, I figured out exactly why it was important to macro those two skills together. Now just like Shadower, Pathfinder has to cast two skills simultaneously to do maximum damage. However, if you were to press those two keys separately, your fingers are going to break in half. So to prevent that, what you do is you macro the two keys together. So you just have to press one button. But here's another problem, and that is double jumping and casting skills. If you double jump while using the macro key, because you jumped in between the macro, it might cancel Cardinal Burst. So in order for you to shoot all of the skills out, you have to stand still when you're using the macro key. So what I just end up doing was just casting Cardinal Burst separately from Cardinal Deluge when farming, because I don't really need extra damage to kill these normal monsters, you know? And so far, it has been great. I think this class is really good. Whoops, I accidentally job advanced, so yeah, I'm level 60 now. Alright, there we go. I did not complete the Gold Beach quest, which I don't think will be a problem. But that now means that we have to move on to one of the worst themed dungeons I've experienced so far in my entire life, and that is called the Mushroom Kingdom. And I found this out literally 13 hours ago. So I'm hoping that this will be really quick. No, it wasn't quick. Nah, it wasn't. Nah. I had high hopes that Pathfinder might be able to clear this theme dungeon faster than the Demon Slayer, but nope. No, it's just this. The theme dungeon is the problem. Now, I also mentioned that how double jumping and macro doesn't really work. Well, unfortunately, this is a straight line. And for you to go across the straight line without a mobility skill, you have to double jump. So, yeah. But besides that, the third jump advancement, yeah, not so good for Pathfinder as well. Only thing you get is that little jump attack, which is garbage. Maybe good for bossing. And a dash, which is garbage. Unless it's good for bossing. You also get a summon, which is nice, but, you know, it's just a summon. Doesn't really do anything. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't think anything special really happened for Pathfinder here. Other than, like, extra passive skills that buffs the normal skills that you had. Nothing really out of the ordinary. So I was kind of a little disappointed. You know, after quite a long time. I don't even know how long it took me, but I finally finished it. And I believe I was level 75. I wasn't checking. I was waiting for this story to just finish. A good thing that did happen, because now I have my pendant and my cape. Where did I go last time? I think I went straight to Arion. Not Arion, Megashia. But unfortunately, I learned that straight line maps like this is good for Demon Slayer, but not good for Pathfinder. So I'm gonna go to a different map, which is right here. This is the map I'm going to farm at now, so let's see how that goes. Alright, with that, I am now level 90. When I was playing on the Demon Slayer, I went and killed, I believe I killed the sheeps, which is the Berks. But I don't think the Berks is a good place for Pathfinder. Maybe it is. You know what? You don't know until you try, right? Huh? Alright, I finally done it. Level 100. With the 4th star advancement complete, we can now move on, killing Zakum and Pianus. Nice. Let's quickly kill the fish. Okay, I am now level 130, or level 132. I'm not going to repeat my previous mistake, which was to stay on pianos for a long time. Now I'm going to move to the bulldogs, but before I do that, I need to level up my gears so I can Star Force them. Level up my gears to Star Force them? No, Star Force my gears so they level up. Alright, I just completed all the Star Force. Let's double check. We can go. I'm 1 for 1 now, so I'm going to move on to the dinosaurs. Holy shit, it's finally done. Now I'm level 150. I just want to get the fuck out of here, man. Right, anyways, let's get this over and done with. Hopefully this reaches to level 200. Let's use those two first.
Oh no!
You gotta be kidding me. Unfortunately, my Pathfinder did not make it. Now let's go check up on my Fire Poison Mage. And now I'm back on my Fire Poison Mage. I forgot what my Legion level was. It was 5,000 something. Gained a total of 300 levels. But unfortunately, this is not going to be enough for me to hit the combat power of 1 million. However, I have been saving up for something. It was these. I have not been leveling up my arcane symbols. I don't know why I was doing this. Don't do this. It's a huge waste of time. Let's see how many levels we get. Right now exactly, we are on 787,000. And after using a lot of mesos to get these symbols leveled up, that was a lot of level ups, we get a total of, oh, so close. I think if we adjust a little bit of this, did it change? I don't think it changed. Next time, surely I can get over 1 million combat power and do some weekly bosses. But for today, that's it. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.